It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Coming up next.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And off we go from Cleveland.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Ready? '79 Broncos.
Here's Sanders, throwing to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Sanders buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Ready? Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now third down and 6 to go.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Sanders. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Joseph Osai gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return is Jones.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Here come the Bengals now to take over.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now it's Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Again, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 11, empty. 12. 11.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they go play action now. Burrow. That is caught. And just shutting him off there. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Here we go. Stop.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's just say 11, mighty. 11, MT. 11.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11,
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. One play, 75 yards. And the Browns take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, we did, in fact, get our first points of the game on the field goal attempt. Just, maybe not the way that we expected with a return the other direction.
And right now, you know what's popping into my brain? That adage every coach says to us, if you block a kick and score off of it, 95% of the time, your team wins the game. I can't quantify the numbers, but it certainly seems to work out that way.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Burrow will throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
Here we go.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
12.
Burrow looking to pass.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
To the air again, Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the right side open is Gesicki. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Being chased out left. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's get set.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Gun. 11 Thomas. Got.
They give it to Brown. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. White 80.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Let's go. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The handoff to Ford up the middle. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Ready, go.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Go. Bronco switch. Go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Throw left side complete. That's 4th. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
To throw, Burrow.
This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So now the Browns down by 7. 1:24 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find Judy.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Flush to his right.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lion. Let go.
He's back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Gun. Cut. Ready, shot.
Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection, and it still continues here in the NFL.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
12. 11. Stop.
Handing it off to Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
11 mighty.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
1-1. Ready?
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd down, here's Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This is 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. Go.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
80. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.